For new health concerns for
writing checks and using credit card, she'd gone through $275,000 worth of the victim's assets. She disposed of 2 automobiles that belonged to Mrs. Harris.
If Marie Freeman is taking care of someone you know, head for the hills. She's good at building trust in her patients, trust she betrays.
Older people get so concerned that, you know, they'll be alone, and this suspect really took advantage of that.
Marie Freeman has had brushes with the law in the past. One case wasn't prosecuted because the victim didn't show up in court, and another was dismissed after she paid restitution. But this time, Westlake police made sure that she didn't slip through the cracks in the legal system.
Part of it was done through a power of attorney, so that she could buy, you know, supplies for the household and things like that. But she went way beyond the scope of what was appropriate.
At an Oakwood Village home Freeman lists as her address, the owner told us she doesn't live there. In fact, she says she's tired of Marie telling everyone this is where she lives. Westlake police just wonder how she can live with herself.
The victim, Mrs. Harris, developed something of an attachment to this suspect, and she didn't want, in many instances, a thorough investigation or, you know, the matter pursued.
Marie Freeman will be in front of a judge later this month. In Westlake, Paul Orlowski, 19 Action News.
Say hello to Kenneth Henderson, Jr., the 18-year-old busted for throwing rocks at an Akron school security officer. Pleasant young man, right? Police were trying to break up a huge fight between about 60 students when cops say Jr. started chucking the stones. He's facing serious charges now.
Some more brilliant crooks in Akron. Cops busted Josh Konjovich and Ellery Oswald for stealing from an elementary school in southwest Akron. Cops say they tried to grab a bunch of stuff, including a DVD projector and a camcorder. The officer behind this taser incident in Sheffield Village has resigned. Officer Edward Long was already fired for using the taser on Christina Fetter, but the department brought him back during the official investigation.
Yeah, Christina Fetter was already handcuffed when Long fired that taser. Just ridiculous. Cuyahoga Falls, a family rebuilding after a pickup truck plowed into their home. It smashed right into the living room where a woman was watching TV.
The lady's son managed to grab the keys out of the ignition and hold the driver, and that driver now faces DUI charges. But he says he has a medical condition that made him pass out. He'll be telling that to the judge tomorrow. How do you spell Exodus? Well, the same way you spell Cleveland. Some say. The Census Bureau says Cleveland and its Cuyahoga County suburbs are losing people at a pace only exceeded by Detroit